I would like you to add an additional page to your ePortfolio for web links that you are going to be gathering and collecting to extend learning for the unit that you are going to be creating for the Curriculum in the Cloud course. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to create one more page up on the top corner. You'll need to navigate to your ePortfolio, and you're going to need to click on New Page, and we are going to call it Web Resources for Integrated Unit. I don't have to change anything else on the page, and I just click Create. So now I have web resources for my integrated unit. Now let's say that I was going to be doing a unit on animals, and I was going to have my second graders do a research project, and then one of the things that they were going to be doing was they would be creating a Prezi on their animal that they were researching. So one of the things that I would want to start collecting was maybe some resources for the students to use for researching their animal project. So one of the first websites that I would maybe want them to use would be National Geographic for Kids. So I would type the words National Geographic for Kids. Now what I want to do is I want to make a link. I want these words to link to the actual National Geographic for Kids. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and I am going to open a new tab and go to the National Geographic for Kids. Now if I open a new tab by clicking on this little button right next to the tab I have open, it gives me a new page. And so I can just type in, or I can find National Geographic for Kids. Now I'm using Google Chrome as my web browser, and so that means that I can search my Google search right from the browser. That's only something you can do with Google Chrome. But if I click enter, it's going to do a Google search for me, and I'm going to look and say, oh, yep, here's the kids, games, animals, photos, stories. So I can click on that, and I would want the kids to automatically go to the animals and pets page. So this is where I would want them to come, that they could start researching. So this is the link or the URL that I want the students to automatically go to. So from here, I'm going to copy the URL of the website that I would like the students to use. And as you can see, one tab over, I still have my website open. So I have my website and the National Geographic in two tabs side by side. I'm also still in the edit mode, since you can see that there is the toolbar here. So I've copied the link that I want the students to go to. I go back to my website. I highlight the words that I would like to be able to be linked to that page, and up in the toolbar there's this little chain link, and that means link. Now it's asking, do I want to link to one of the pages that I have in my Google site, the assessment page, the creating community page? No, I want to link to a web address. When I click on web address, it asks me what address or URL do you want to go to, and I paste National Geographic for Kids and click OK. So now these words, National Geographic for Kids, are highlighted, and once I click on Save, they are a hyperlink to go to the National Geographic for Kids, Animals and Pets. So I'm going to go back and I'll do it one more time. So let's pretend that I also wanted to go to, we have something in our district called Grolier. And a lot of the times the kids use that. So I'm going to go into the student resources, and I'm just trying to navigate to the page that I want the students to use. So we have one of these, and it's called Amazing Animals of the World. So this is a really great resource that I want the kids to be able to use when they're researching. Okay, it's called Grolier. So I'm going to copy the URL or the address, and now I'm going to go back to my website. I haven't typed it yet, but that's okay. I type in the name that I want, the Grolier, I can call it Amazing Animals. I highlight the words, I click on the little hyperlink button, I make sure that I click on web address, paste, and click OK. So what you are going to be doing is you are going to be collecting different websites that are going to be used by your students in your integrated unit and posting them on the web resources for your integrated unit. One last thing that you're going to need to do is we do not have a link to this web resources integrated unit on the left-hand side here. So one thing you're going to have to do is you're going to need to add this page to our navigation on the left-hand side. In order to do that, I click on Edit Sidebar. And once I get the Edit Sidebar, I want to edit the navigation. Here we have our pages: Home, Creating Community, Curriculum in the Cloud, Assessment, Emerging Technology and Trends. But I need to add a page that we've created already. I just need to add a link to the navigation side. So I add a page, I look through which ones are here, and I want to add my web resources for the integrated unit and click OK. It's probably best if you move this web resources so that it's up underneath Curriculum in the Cloud. I'll click the red button on the bottom, OK. I'll click the red button, Save, and I can return to my portfolio by clicking on this link. And now you'll see you have Creating Community, Curriculum in the Cloud, web resources, assessment, emerging technology and trends.